Kayla with the Celebration Company. Happy Wednesday. It's Watcha Cookin' Wednesday here, and we are going to make some warm soup. It is cold outside. It's warming up a little bit, but this morning when I woke up, it was 4 degrees outside. So we're going to make some warm soup for lunch. Typically, I would cook dinner. However, I'm not going to be here for dinner. We're actually going out to dinner tonight. Even though it's freezing cold, we're going out to dinner. So I won't be cooking dinner tonight, but I thought I would go ahead and make some soup. It is almost time for me to go back to the grocery store, so I'm running low on supplies. And soup is one of those things that I feel like you can always whip up. You can always find something to put together to make a soup. As long as you've got some kind of broth, then you can probably throw together a soup. And I keep broth in my pantry. That is something that I try and always have on hand so that I can whip something like this up using leftovers that I have in the fridge. So that's what we're going to do today. All right. So when you hop on and say, hey, let me know you're watching. I hope you have had a wonderful day so far. I'm going to be taking Griffin out to do a little bit of snowboarding and sledding later today. Going to go find some hills somewhere. I'm not going to be doing any snowboarding or sledding. I'm planning to stay in the warm car, but I am going to let him go out with a friend and have a little fun for a little bit. So we're going to do that after we eat lunch. So when you hop on, say, hey, let me know you're watching. And we'll get into it. What I'm doing is it's going to be sausage, spinach, tomato, and a few other things. It's going to be high in protein because y'all know I'm all about lots of protein in my meals. And there is going to be a little bit of carbs in this. I am going to be using a little bit of pasta, but not a lot, just a little bit. So that's the plan. I'm not seeing any comments coming on, so we're just going to go on other than Carol. Hello, Carol. That's the only comment I'm seeing coming through. So let's get into it. We're going to take an onion. You know what? One reason is because I forgot to send out the text messages. They're sitting right here. I just have to hit send. And there we go. That'll help, won't it? Okay. So I'm going to start with a onion. This is another thing. When I'm out of onions, I feel like I can't cook anything, you know? So I always try and have plenty of onions. Hi, Carol. In my pantry so that, because I put onion in just about everything, I feel like. So let's get our onion diced up, and then we're also going to dice up some carrots because I've got some carrots in my fridge, and why not add some carrots for a little extra veg in there. Hey, Carolyn. Hi, Dale. We'll get these diced up first. Hey, Nancy. Making my nose run already.
What are you doing, Mama?
I'm live making some soup.
What kind of soup?
Just something I'm throwing together.
Is it almost time to go get Emma?
In about an hour or two, hour and a half, something like that.
Okay.
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 Have you brushed your teeth or anything today?
No.
Maybe you should do that.
I'll do it later since we're not leaving yet.
Well, I might as well go on and get it done.
I don't want to.
It's a really good day for soup, isn't it, Danae? Hey, Brenda. Hi, Jezelyn. All right, so I got my onions. I'm going to grab some carrots. I've got one of these little packages of baby carrots. And we're probably just gonna use the whole package. Why not? I'm gonna go ahead and get my pan on. I've just got a soup pot over here. And I'm just gonna turn it on to a little bit above medium. I'm gonna just cut these carrots in half and then I'll just dice them. Meatloaf. Hey, Terry. Terry, I'm so excited to hang out with you on our cruise. Pam, we're making a soup. We are doing, it's a sausage, tomato, spinach. So right now I'm just cutting up some carrots and some onion. And then we're gonna add this to our pot with some olive oil. And then we're gonna add in some sausage. Hello, Virginia. Good morning. Whew. The onions are starting to get to me, y'all. Sorry. Uh-oh. Well, that's the school calling. Stacy, I have something I'm making up. I'm just making it up this morning.
Hey, you want me to answer it, Mama?
Yeah, you can answer it.
Time to get back to learning, WCPS. The next 2 days, 129 and 130, will be NTI days 7 and 8. Teachers and coaches will communicate about activities tomorrow.
Carolyn, we're going on a, well, it's not my event. It's a, another crafter's, Grace.
We're off the next 2 days, but they're both NTI days.
NTI days for the next 2 days. What is her page name, y'all? Grace, shoot, I cannot think of it. Anyways, I've shared about it on our page before. She's having a crafting cruise that we're going on. Not right now, son. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Why not?
Really?
I'll eat lunch, then I can have one, right?
After lunch, maybe.
I'll have baby. Tried it last night.
Okay. We got our carrots cut up and our onions.
Mama, do I have more beefaroni?
No, you do not. All right, so my pan over here, I'm gonna add some olive oil to it. And then we're gonna add in our onions and our carrots.
Mama,
What, baby?
if I have a peanut butter jelly sandwich, then can I have it?
Maybe, but can you just wait until Mommy's done with her live, okay?
Yeah, you understand.
I just got started, okay?
I'm
But
hungry.
it's just barely, it's not even quite noon yet, so you can wait a little bit. You're gonna be fine, okay?
You told me when you're done.
I will. Comfy Nest with Grace. Thank you, Terry. Thank you so much. Okay. All right, so got our veg in here. I'm gonna add some salt and pepper to it. We do, Stacy. We still have snow, still have ice. So we just got a phone call that the kids are gonna have NTI days for the next 2 days. So I figured they were gonna be out of school all week. They've had snow days the past 3 days. So the next 2 days are gonna be NTI days. Let me see if I can figure out how to, oh, here we go. There we go. Hallelujah. Block a user on YouTube. Okay, so we got that. All right, I am using sausage. Yes, I bet, Denise. We're a little bit the same way. I'm using sausage, and we don't, here lately, have not been eating a lot of pork or beef on account of my husband's gout. And so he loves this Italian chicken sausage. I don't especially love it on its own. But it's really good to use in soup, and it's also good to use like on pizza and stuff like that. Kathy, it stands for non-traditional instruction. And so it's just online, basically. And they are given, it takes Griffin about an hour to complete it. But it doesn't count when they have so many NTI days they're allowed to use, and they don't have to make those up. I think it's personally stupid, if I'm being perfectly honest. I think it's helped a lot that we don't have to make up so many days at the end of the school year, but I don't think they get the same kind of learning from NTI as they do or would if they actually went to school. But that's just my personal opinion. So I'm going to take and open these casings with my knife here. And then we're going to just get all of this sausage out of the casing and put it into our pan. Okay, so, but I'm not quite ready for that. I want to let the veg cook a little bit. Yes, Kathy, we, so one day, today was a snow day, and we're making today's snow day up on February the 16th, which I think is President's Day. So we typically would be out on that day. So instead we're going on that day. So we are making that up, but I mean, it's nice that it, you know, I mean, when I was in school, I feel like we hardly got snow days unless we had an ice storm or something like that. So now they're able to be a little bit more cautious, which is really great. But I just wish, honestly, I think they could do more with the NTI days. I think that they could do more with them, and I wish that they would. I wish that they would do more. I wish that they would give them more to do on those days, or that they would have, and I know this is on the teachers, but I wish that they would have classroom calls with the teachers and do those types of things. But who am I to say? That's just my opinion. All you do is pinch the skin in the middle. I don't know, Denise. This works for me. Cheeseburger potato soup, yum, 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 yum. Oh no, Larissa. I hope you're okay. Hey, Lisa. Yes, Wanda, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Hey, Irene. So we're making a soup today, making some soup. I know, Jesselyn, me too. Oh no, Sandy. It is no fun. I mean, I've never had it, but Andrew's been struggling with it for probably, I don't know, it's been a long time since he's been struggling with it. And the diet for it sucks because there's not a lot that doesn't cause it. But red meat is a big thing. Pork is a big thing. Any kind of sandwich meat. Shrimp. There's a lot of different foods that are not good for it. Highly anti-inflammatory food is really good. So tart cherry juice is something that Andrew will drink sometimes, or he'll also buy tart cherry extract. that he takes as a supplement. And there is a medication for it that you can get on that helps to try and prevent it, but it's not foolproof by no means. And you can still get it. Andrew's on the medication and he's still got it. But, over Christmas we had turkey, and I don't know if turkey causes it or not, but we had lots of red meat over Christmas, and during that time, alcohol is a component to it as well. It's dumb. It's like a lot of things. That's great, Sandra. I don't know what my husband is taking, if that's what he's taking or not, but I know that he still ended up with it. Okay, so my onions and carrots are looking good. They're starting to get tender and a little bit translucent. I'm going to go ahead and add in my chicken sausage, okay? This would be even better with Italian pork sausage. But like I said, this is just what works, what we've been doing because of Andrew's gout. Also, it is a lot lower in calories and has a good high protein count as well. So it is good if you are trying to lose weight or you're trying to diet. This is definitely a good option for you. So I just removed the casings. All right, I'm gonna throw this away and wash my hands just a minute. You could also do just ground chicken in this as well if you wanted. I'm going to use my little meat masher to break this up a little bit in my pan. Just get it into smaller pieces. But what I do love about using sausage in soups is it just gives you so much flavor, especially the pork sausage. It is amazing in soup, and it just gives you so much flavor. It's delicious. So a couple of y'all have asked what kind of soup we're making. This is a concoction soup. I'm making it up as I go. And I'm just using ingredients that I had on hand, things that are left over, still in my pantry, as I need to go to the grocery here in 2 days. Okay? All right. That's looking good. I'm going to get some garlic chopped up while that continues to cook. Yeah, so I don't know, Irene, if Andrew's talked about that. I don't know if he's got that one or not. He's got one that's supposed to help prevent it. But it did not prevent it this time. But yes, the same, Irene. He cannot stand for anything to touch it. And he is just in so much pain. It's just awful. Me too. I will just throw things together based on what I got in my pantry. I do that a lot. And so that's what this is mostly. Just kind of putting something together with things that I've got left over in my pantry. All right, so I've got 3 large cloves of garlic here. We're going to to get these diced up. That's right. It's always good. I agree. Sometimes I have to write my concoctions down because they turn out really good. And some of those concoctions y'all have received the recipes for, so you just never know. I think this is going to be good, though. I can't honestly see how it could be bad. It's also going to be high in protein. That's the other thing that I love about soup is that I can fill it full of veggies and protein, and it's easy. It's easy for lunch, especially. That's interesting, Lynn. You know, and I feel like when you're just having a meal, you have like 1 or 2 vegetables. Something like this, you're able to pack it full of veggies. You can just put in whatever you want. Okay. See how our sausage is doing over here. So we're just going to cook this until the sausage is completely cooked through. It's almost there. What was it, y'all? What kind of colorful screen? Take my husband to the emergency room to get a pain shot for his because it would be hurting so bad he'd start crying. Oh my goodness, Irene. That's awful. Tammy, we're making a concoction soup is what we're calling it. We're doing, it's sausage, spinach, and tomato. It's kind of the concept. Yes, Irene, start writing it down when you make something that's good. Which a lot of my recipes are me just kind of throwing things together. That's weird. Was it an advertisement or something? Did it say anything, or it was just colorful? Oh, good, Debbie. I'm glad you like it. Oh, it must have been our background. But that's weird. I don't know. Maybe it was some kind of glitch or something. All right, this is looking good. I'm gonna add in, I don't see a whole lot of pink left, but it's not quite all the way, probably. All right, so I'm gonna grab my garlic and add the garlic in. And then let me get my spoon back here. Okay, so let me show y'all what this looks like. Right now, it's looking yummy. Okay. Okay, so we're going to add in at this point some cottage cheese. All right, this is going to add some creaminess. It's also going to add more protein. Oh, hang on. Nose is running. And let me grab a spoon. If you have blended cottage cheese, then you could add it later. Oh, good, Terry. I'm so glad. Hey, Debbie. We're making a soup today, and we're just sort of throwing it together. So I'm going to add the cottage cheese now, and the reason why I'm adding it now is because it's going to make it melt better. This is not blended cottage cheese. If you've got blended cottage cheese, you can add it at the end, or you could add it now. It's up to you. But if I add this, when I add my chicken broth, then it's gonna take it longer to melt, because there will just be like the kernels floating inside the broth. So I'm adding it now because it's gonna melt better this way. All right, so we're just adding that right into the chicken, and we're gonna cook this a bit until that cottage cheese melts away, and it's just gonna turn into like this creamy sauce, okay? And then after that melts, I'm gonna turn this temperature up just a little bit. After that melts, we're gonna add in some bone broth. I'm using this chicken bone broth. So let me tell you all the difference here. Hang on just a second. I didn't realize this until just recently. There's a huge difference between just regular chicken broth and bone broth. There's a big difference in nutrients, okay? So the bone broth, it does have more calories in it. So it is 40 calories versus 5 calories for the regular. However, the bone broth has 9 grams of protein, while the regular has 1 gram of protein. That is a big difference. So we need that protein in there. And then also, the bone broth has 2% of your daily value of vitamin D, where the regular does not have any. It has 10 milligrams of calcium, where the regular doesn't have any. And then it's got 160 milligrams of potassium, and the regular has 10 milligrams of potassium. So the bone broth is so much better. It's got so many more good benefits in it than the regular chicken broth does. And it's only adding 40 calories or 35 calories. So I have switched to bone broth because I'm getting more protein with it. This is looking good. We're almost there. Just give it a stir every now and then. And all of those little curds that are in there, y'all, they're just cheese. They're going to melt, okay? They're going to melt. Oh, good, Deanna. I'm so glad. Yes, Wanda, come on. All right, we're also going to be adding some tomatoes to this. What I had in my pantry was petite diced tomatoes and some rotel. You could add whatever you have. If you've got tomato sauce, add tomato sauce. If you have chunkier tomatoes, add those. You can always blend your tomatoes up too if you wanted to do that. Dale, it's just got more flavor. It just has more flavor to it. It's not gonna be, it's gonna have more flavor, basically. It's not quite as watered down. So we're gonna add 1 can of each of these to our soup, and I'm not planning to drain them. Yes, just like what I said, Pam, so there is gonna be more flavor. The chicken broth is gonna have a lot, it's gonna be more watered down tasting. It's not gonna be as strong of a flavor as the bone broth would be. The bone broth is gonna be more like if you put, and this is what I don't know for sure. This is an observation from Kayla. This is what I'm assuming. What I'm assuming the difference is that the bone broth was cooked with the bones in it. So as if you took a chicken carcass and you put it into water and you cooked it like that. What I'm imagining the chicken broth is if you just cooked it with the meat in it and not the bones. And so this is, of course, going to have more flavor in it because there's a lot of flavor that comes from those bones, which is why anytime you have meat that's cooked on the bone, it tastes better, right? So it's kind of the same process, or that's what I'm assuming. Okay. I haven't actually researched it to ask that. Okay, this looks good. So it's pretty much melted away. I'll show y'all what this looks like. So we've got like this creamy sauce now. And y'all, I would say I added about a cup of cottage cheese in there. Okay, so now we're gonna add in our tomatoes. And our chicken broth. Our bone broth. Okay. And I don't really know how much of this bone broth I want to add. I think I'm going to add the whole container. Okay. We're going to turn that up to high and we're going to add in some pasta. I'm going to use this one because I've had a little bit of this left over. You could also use a protein pasta. I was comparing the difference between the two, and there is a little bit more protein in a protein pasta. But this one, that's just the regular, it still has 7 grams of protein in it. It's not considered high protein, but we're adding protein in with this, okay? And the carbs were very similar. So I'm not adding a lot. This is about halfway, maybe not even quite halfway full. What? Are you serious? Oh my goodness. I did not see that. Well, I just completely missed that. Well, hopefully that is not what it is. Oh my goodness. Yes, prayers for Trisha, y'all. Goodness gracious. Okay, so I'm gonna add in some spices, I think. And let me find my lid. Let me see if I can find my lid. Hang on a second. Y'all, we let Griffin unload the dishwasher nowadays. Things are a mess. They're just a mess down there. All right, so I brought this up to high. I'm gonna go ahead and add I think I'm gonna go ahead and add this in here. Here's the thing I've learned about pasta and soup is that it turns to mush very fast. So I'm adding all of that in. And then as soon as that is cooked to al dente, I'm going to take it off the heat and we're going to add in a bunch of spinach. Okay, I'm going to add in some seasonings though. Whatever you want to. Add in whatever you want. I'm going to add some garlic powder because I add garlic powder to everything. Because it's yummy. I'm going to add some onion powder. Because I also add onion powder to everything. Onion powder, not onion salt. Or garlic salt. I'm going to add in some parsley flakes. And I am going to do a little bit of spice, so I'm going to add some cayenne pepper. Leave that out if you don't care for the spicy stuff. I'll add some basil too, why not? And then I'm going to add a little bit more salt because I've only added salt to the onions. This is looking good. Thank you, Wanda. Y'all, these spice jars are from Amazon. You can get them for very inexpensive. It comes in a whole set, and it comes with the stickers as well. So I did this because this drawer is my spice drawer and it's small. And so it made more sense for all of my spice things to match. That way I could fit them in there better. Because if not, it's just a hot mess, you know, and it's hard to fit everything in there. Not that I fit everything in there, because I don't. I've got a whole cabinet up here full of spices as well. I wish that was all that I had, but it's not. So anyways, it's from Amazon, and I think it's like $40 or something like that. It's very inexpensive. It might even be less than that. And it comes with all of the labels, tons of labels. It comes with, and you can't really see it, it's worn off, but it comes with labels like this that are blank, where you can just write with a permanent marker or a pen, you know, bagel seasoning. They probably come now with a label that says bagel seasoning because it's become so popular. But yeah, that's a great idea, Carolyn, to add the pasta later as well, because it just keeps soaking it up, doesn't it? Even if it's dry, it's like it doesn't even have to be hot. It feels like it's going to soak up, even if it's cold is what I meant to say. It's going to soak up that water or that moisture as it is. I mean, I can already tell the pasta starting to get softer, but it's not there yet. It's not there yet. Hey, Teresa, I'm good. How are you? And we're making a soup today. So just to share what we've done so far. So we took an onion and some carrots, diced those up and sauteed them in a little bit of olive oil in our pan. Then we added in a pound of chicken sausages that I took out of the casing. Broke that up and cooked the chicken down. And then after that, we added about a cup of cottage cheese. And that is just regular small curd cottage cheese. I use the Kroger brand whole milk cottage cheese, which, by the way, I love it because it is got a lot of protein in it. So it's 13 grams of protein per half cup serving. Okay. So I added probably a whole cup of cottage cheese and let that melt. And then once that melted, we added in, I also added garlic as well. We added in a can of Rotel and a can of petite diced tomatoes, and then added a whole carton of bone broth, chicken bone broth. And then we added our noodles, and we're just letting our noodles cook. After our noodles are cooked, we're just gonna add in some spinach and taste it, and that's it. We'll see how it is. I'm thinking that you could serve this with some Parmesan cheese on top would be really good. Also, you could use any kind of noodles in this. You could use, I also thought about putting quinoa in there. You could do that. You can do protein noodles. You can do egg noodles, whatever kind of noodles you have in your pantry. They are, aren't they, Kathy? Oh, how nice, Teresa. Oh, that's great, Wanda. That's great. My pantry is a cabinet pantry, and so I can't really add anything to the doors, unfortunately, because these shelves come out all the way. So this works really nicely. I love having my spices right here where I'm cooking. It makes it really easy. I just wish it was bigger, you know, just wish it was bigger. But when we did this kitchen, we couldn't make this little peninsula here any bigger because then it would have blocked off the walkway too much over here. I wish I could have made it a foot bigger, but I just couldn't, unfortunately. Yes, Pharaoh would be good. Anything like that. Y'all, also, I looked up the difference because I thought maybe I'll add quinoa instead of pasta. They're not that much different in the carb and the protein counts. I assumed that the quinoa would have more protein, and it doesn't have maybe a couple of grams. It wasn't much at all. So I couldn't, it didn't make any sense to me because it wasn't that much of a difference, you know? Wasn't that much of a difference. Okay, we're boiling over here. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. And really, you could like turn this off and let it just soak, and eventually that pasta is going to soak up the moisture. So I'm probably going to turn this off here in just a minute and let it just continue on its own. Quinoa is spelled, yeah, Quinzoa. And it is a grain, I think, or like a seed type of a thing. And it looks like this. Looks like this when it's not cooked. And when you cook it up, these little things, they kind of expand and they kind of burst a little bit. And it's similar to like a rice. It's delicious. I love quinoa. We used to have it all the time. All right, I think I'm gonna go ahead and add my spinach. So I have got about a half of a bag of baby spinach, or this is a baby spinach, it's tender spinach, and I'm not gonna cut it up or anything. I'm just gonna add this in. And of course, it's gonna wilt down. I'm gonna add all of it in here. And we're gonna let that wilt down, and then we just have to wait for our pasta to complete cooking. And then this is done. I'm gonna taste it and see if it tastes okay. See how we did. See if it's any good. It looks really good. I'll show y'all what this looks like. Looks like a good amount of spinach as well. All right, so there's what it's looking like. It's looking yummy. I'm excited to eat this. All right, let's taste it. Let's see if I don't think the pasta is quite cooked all the way. But we're gonna make sure it tastes okay. We'll get a ladle here. Ladle some out. Grab one pasta so I can taste it. But that's what it looks like. You know what? I'm just gonna use this cottage cheese spoon. Okay, let's see how we taste. That's pretty good, y'all. It's got lots of flavor. I'm trying to decide what it reminds me of. Pasta's not quite ready, but I am going to turn it off so that as it cools, it can continue to cook. And it doesn't get overly cooked, the pasta. But this is delicious. This is really good, y'all. I like this a lot. And it's cold outside. This is warm and comforting, and it's good for you. It's got lots of protein in it, lots of vegetables. And because I added cayenne, it's even more warm. So, but you can leave that out. But it's good, y'all. I think y'all are going to like this one. So try this one out. And if ever you need a meal, keep some chicken stock in your pantry and throw together some soup, because you probably have some kind of meat, you probably have some kind of vegetables. Throw it all together. There you go. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have an amazing Wednesday, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.